here with two amazing executives in the customer success space. We have Lincoln Murphy, who's the customer success evangelist at Gainsight, and then we have the head of marketing, Anthony Kanata, who's also with Gainsight. Guys, we are here at Dreamforce. Everybody's talking about customer success, but you guys have been talking about it for a long time. And I think it means different things to different people, right? Can you talk about what it means to your customers and the different segments of customers that you're dealing with today?
Sure. Customer success, the way that we look at it is it's really helping your customers achieve their desired outcome and operationalizing around that. I think that's the main thing. So, I think we're all in business to help our customers be successful. The way Gainsight looks at it is really making that into something that's a part of the way that we operate our businesses. Driving that, operationalizing, orchestrating it. Well, I like to say Gainsight puts the management in customer success management. So it's not just a discipline, it's not just a piece of software. We really help companies just incorporate this into the way that they operate their entire business. Make it part of the DNA.
And also, just to touch on that, the metrics involved with customer success. We're talking about upsell, renewals, retention, some very tangible kind of post-sales focus, and obviously a lot of that feeds the top of the funnel as well. But I think a lot of the customer success that Salesforce is evangelizing here and doing an awesome job at is really the end-to-end sort of driving success for your customers in the sense of just delivering that value across all touch points and different things. So just clarifying that, I think we're really focused on kind of the post-sales kind of part of that as well.
Now, last week you announced some new offerings with your success plans and relationships. Can you tell us how that's going to help grow that relationship between the customer success managers and their customers?
Yeah, what's interesting is, we live in this world. I think, Salesforce and others have really built this concept of, we come in as a lead, then we become an opportunity if there's interest, and then one day we're an account. And it's this lead, opportunity, account sort of progression. But really, the world is very complex, and business is really complex, and there's products that are sold to different divisions within a business, and yet there's one person but different touch points. And so what we introduced was this concept called relationships, which is basically saying that if you are selling a product into different departments or a different product into the same department, you should be able to track the health and ultimately the context of that relationship uniquely, as well as having a parent view of the entire thing. So we're super excited about that, and just directionally kind of what that means for the broader kind of customer success space in particular.
I'll just say, I think something that has come up several times here at Dreamforce is the idea that we probably actually know a lot more about our customers than we think we do. The problem is we've just never really operationalized around that post-sales. Salesforce helped operationalize the sales process, right? And then ultimately the marketing process. So, where today we might still know more about our leads and our prospects, eventually with Gainsight, you're going to know more about, or as much as about your existing customers as you do about your prospects and leads, if not more, and hopefully more, because, it's what happens after that initial sale really accounts for the majority of your relationship with the customer. So that's kind of how we're looking at it, is operationalizing that post-sales relationship.
So the enterprise has been a little bit slower, coming around to the customer success effort, if you will. But you guys have had tremendous success in the enterprise. And so can you talk about how you've seen that evolve, and why do you think they're now stepping up their customer success efforts?
I think that there's a lot of pressure from Wall Street, from investors, from all the different stakeholders to make sure that the customers that we're bringing in at the top of the funnel that are going through the process and becoming customers are going to stay for a long time. That we can't just kind of, once we close the deal, turn our back and it's not just that the customers will leave. It's that ultimately they might stay, but they're not going to grow. And we want to make sure that we're growing our customer base, driving that what we call expansion revenue, and that's a lot of pressure from the investors and Wall Street to make sure that we're being as efficient as we can in all the aspects. And what's more efficient than growing revenue from your existing customer base?
I think you're also seeing a lot of startups that really were born in the subscription economy versus big companies that are now becoming subscription businesses, right? And so we're fortunate to work with like Adobe, CA, Cisco, HP, really traditional businesses that are evolving to the subscription model, and the use cases are complex. And so that's kind of, as Lincoln was talking a lot about, the operations side of customer success. That's really where we're putting focus on the product roadmap side, and really ultimately where we're going to be focusing in the next few years.
Now, last, I know you guys are taking your Pulse customer success event, industry event, over to the UK next month, over to London. Can you talk about what you're seeing in the international markets? Are they starting to really pick up and develop a customer-centric organization?
Sure, I'll let Anthony talk more about the Pulse Europe. What's interesting is, I've been to Poland, I've gone to Brazil. Customer success is really just kind of becoming something that no matter where you go in the world, it's a focus for both the startup communities, but also enterprises that are based in all over the world. So it's been really interesting to see the interest from all the corners of the globe. But I'll let Anthony kind of talk about Pulse Europe specifically.
Well, yeah, exactly. The passion in Europe has been really, really exciting for customer success, and really we have a lot of folks that came to the conference in San Francisco here, and so for us a big part is capitalizing a lot of the SaaS businesses that are over there, as well as a lot of the big companies here, right, that have remote kind of regional offices operating customer success in region. So we're super excited. October 29th is when we're doing it. You can, it's the same type of, I think, fun that we like to have with our event experiences. We're going to bring that overseas and hopefully help cultivate the community that's forming over there.
That's exciting. It's been amazing watching you guys grow, continued success. We can't wait to see where you're at next year.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it.